Atkinson, Columbia County Judge. Columbia County respectfully submits a bid for $253,500 for property and improvements located at 101 Boundary Street. 253.
We realize that people have really liked having the assessor, collector, and revenue office together. And so this will keep those together, but give the revenue office a separate building. Sometimes they need to be open when we're closed, and we need to be open when they're closed. So this will allow them their space without having to worry about what we're doing or what days we're off. So we feel like that we gave a good, reasonable bid for it, and it will be a benefit to the county in several ways.
Presuming that the school board decides to accept this bid, what kind of time frame do you think the county would be looking at to actually be renovating this facility for its uses and moving into it?
Probably it will be a while, because as I understand it, all the work that we have to do will be more than $100,000. So we'll have to get an architect to look at it, and then we'll probably have to hire a contractor to do the work on it. And one of the big issues for us will be the electrical work, getting all of the computers and the telephones and the wiring and everything done. It's really in fairly good shape. We may have to do some ceiling tiles and a little bit of flooring, but not much. And of course, it was a kindergarten, so all of the bathroom facilities are tiny. So all of that will have to be remodeled.
Mm-hmm.
But we think that we can do that and convert some of those restrooms to public restrooms without a lot of additional expense. And we're just really excited about having it for the county.
Ms. Blair, there are going to be a lot of people who are not going to be very excited about having a lot of these county offices move from the square to a location about a mile away. Do you have anything in particular to say to them?
Well, as you know, the people around the businesses around the square, several of them have objected loudly to our moving off the square, and they attributed that to the fact that if we moved, their businesses would be hurt and that people would close down. As you well know, there have been a lot of businesses closed down in the last year and a half, and we were still there. So I don't think we have anything to do with the traffic on the square that much. And some of the people in those businesses have told me that they would be glad that we were gone, so that our people wouldn't park in their business spaces. So I think it will be a good thing. And of course, I can't speak for the county judge, but if we can't sell the old annex building, then we probably would have to tear it down. I can see that making a really good space for the city to have some public restrooms and a little park area, and something that would help the downtown area. So we're not trying to hurt the downtown area in any way. And I really, we have talked to some people that do business planning, and they have said that it is not good to have businesses in the downtown area where the shops are. That it's better that they're off somewhere else. That it's not a bad thing. So I really don't foresee too much change for them. The main courthouse will still be there. The circuit clerk, county clerk, the judge will still be there. The only offices that will be affected will be the people in the annex building.
At the courthouse.
But we were planning, what we wanted to do was to take get the voters to vote $0.25 of solid waste,
Right.
to allow us to build a building like we did the jail and pay it off in 5 or 6 years, and then have a good, safe, solid building for the future. And I tried to get John to do it when he was judge, and he was ready to do it, and then the hospital asked for their tax, so everyone asked him to delay doing anything until they passed the hospital tax, because they were afraid that if he went for that the hospital tax would not pass, so he backed off. And at that time, the people around the square and the city supporters had said if he would put that off, that they would help him, but they didn't.
Yeah.
And so they protested loudly, and he kind of gave it up. And then, as you know, interest rates went way down, and us getting bonds issued was a real issue for us for 3 or 4 years. And that has just recently changed. And of course, now the mayor has the lawsuit against us over the solid waste, and so that will keep us from doing anything with trying to get a vote to divert that $0.25 for us to build. So this was a good alternative to give us not a new building, but a good solid building that should last several more years into the future, and then hopefully we can see what will happen. I wish our economy would improve so that we would be able to build something, but right now it does not look real good in that area.
The county is still going to be a substantial property owner of land, particularly south of the square, on either side of Calhoun, between Washington and Jefferson, and of course the county building at Jefferson and Calhoun. As chairman of the building committee, what do you think might be the final disposition of that property now that's no longer really needed for the courthouse or for the facilities that are there?
We haven't made a decision on that, but we did discuss the possibility of maybe selling that property and using that money to pay on what we bid for this other building, because we did have that land, hopefully, to build another building. We have had an offer from one of the downtown merchants to buy part of the property, and we feel like we might be able to sell it all. So if we see that we think we don't need it, then that's possibly what we will do.